Hi everybody, it's Bill Gilliland here for this week's business profile, and we're here with Mary Hart from the Hart Law Group. Hi Mary.
Hi Bill, how are you?
I'm great, and you?
I'm doing awesome, thank you.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit about you and how you got started with Hart Law and why you decided to start it and all that. Just give us a little background.
Sure. Well, I started it about 8.5 years ago, and at the time I was a stay-at-home mom. Had been a lawyer for 13 or 15 years, I think, before that. Was a stay-at-home mom and got divorced. Needed to go back to work and had 3 small boys and decided I did not want to go work for a firm that would dictate my hours and my vacations and everything else. And so I found a building and started my own firm, sort of jumped right in. And here we are 8.5 years later.
And so how's the business, how's the ride been?
It's been an interesting ride. It's been a great ride. We've grown quite a bit. We now have 4 attorneys. Sometimes we've had 5, and we're actually interviewing for one right now. So we have 4 to 5 attorneys and about 5 staff, and we're busy. We're very busy.
So do you specialize in any types of law, or what, you know?
We have several specialties. We do real estate, business, estate planning, elder law, some tax work, and work a lot with real estate investors, work a lot with estate planning couples, both married and unmarried couples, and a lot of elder law these days as well.
So tell us who your typical clients are.
Oh, there is no such thing as a typical client. We see them from all walks of life. In the real estate world, for instance, we do everything from your couple who's buying their first home to multi-million dollar real estate investors. So there's no typical client there. We do buying, selling, leases, options. We do all kinds of things. Disputes if they have problems with their neighbors, for instance. We have a lot of those types of cases. In the estate planning world, it's the same thing. We may have very simple wills from young couples all the way up to, I think my largest client is an $80 million estate. So it really just depends. And then elder law, of course, usually we're dealing with elder people or their families. But again, all types of issues with elder law. So it just kind of depends on the client.
Tell us some of the issues that might come up in elder law.
Well, I'm not the elder law attorney there, but there are all sorts of issues. Of course, we have your regular estate planning and advanced directive planning for elder people so that others can make decisions for them when they are unable to do so themselves. We may need Medicaid planning or VA benefits planning. In some cases, there's elder abuse. We might need guardianships put in place. There are a number of issues that elder Americans face that some people don't face. So Nikki Applefield is our elder law attorney, and she does a fantastic job helping those people.
So you've created this sort of persona around the cowgirls. Tell us a little bit about the cowgirls and the cowboy boots and how that all got started and what's that's developed into.
Sure. Well, it's kind of funny how things happen in life. I love cowboy boots. I wear them a lot. I find them comfortable. And we were doing a video for Hart Law Group, and a software company had asked us to prepare a video, and they sent a camera and an example, which was a bunch of stuffed shirt lawyers standing in front of their bookcases saying, you know, hi, I'm Mary Hart, the Hart Law Group. And I tried, I couldn't do your typical video. I spent 2 months trying to make this very stuffy video that I just couldn't make. And for a while, I had wanted to do a video about the top 10 reasons to work with the Hart Law Group, sort of David Letterman style. And one of those reasons, which I think is very true, is we said, because we know a power suit really doesn't give you any more power, you may find us in blue jeans and cowboy boots, which I dress in quite often. And we were doing a photo shoot around that video, and at the end of the photo shoot, just as a joke, I kicked my cowboy boot feet up on the table and pulled my cowboy hat down, and somebody took a picture. It was just a complete joke of a picture. And my assistant put it in the Mountain Express when they called and wanted to do an article on our firm, and within 10 days, we had like 10 new clients. And we'd ask, where did you find us? And they told us that article, and almost to a 1, they said they hired us because I was wearing cowboy boots. So we thought, well, we love cowboy boots anyway. Most of us in the firm wear them anyway. So it became a branding thing, sort of inadvertently. And it's been fun. We've had a great time with it.
So besides the cowboy boots, what else makes you different than other law firms in the area?
Well, of course, I would never want to slam any of my competitors. But I will say one thing that we hear from clients quite a bit. We are extremely responsive, and they can tell that we care. And my personal ethic is customer service. We are a profession, but I believe we're a customer service business. And I think historically a lot of law firms have not treated it as a business at all, much less a customer service oriented business, and I think we do. So my edict from on high is that everybody must return their emails and phone calls within 24 hours or have a staff member call back and say why if they can't call within 24 hours. I think when we meet with clients, they can tell that we really care. We listen. We don't have a set speech we give everybody. We really listen to their issues and try to solve their individual problem, not somebody else's problem. And we don't use cookie cutter forms where everybody's the same, things like that. So my biggest compliment ever, I think, personifies what we do, which is a woman walked in, this was years ago, to hire us for an issue. She came in telling me how much she hated lawyers. She sat like this, you know, total body language. She didn't want to be there. And I don't remember her exact issue, but I knew I was going to have to give her bad news. And I did. And I told her she was kind of out of luck for her case, whatever it was. And at the end, you know, I thought, I've just solidified her feeling of attorney. She's going to hate me. And stood up to leave, and she just threw her arms around me and gave me a giant bear hug. And she just said, I love you. You're everything a lawyer should be, friendly yet frank. And that is the biggest compliment I think I've ever gotten in my firm. We might have to deliver bad news because we're not going to tell people things that are wrong, but we do it in a way they can tell we care. And I think that shows through with all our employees, and it makes a difference.
I know that you guys have been really successful and have recently won some really nice awards. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, this was a great honor for me. I was recently voted #1 best attorney in Western North Carolina in the Mountain Express Readers Poll. And that was really fabulous. I'm sure they were really voting for the firm, but they can only vote by the attorney. But as the leader of the firm, that's why my name got voted in, I'm sure. And I was #3 last year, tied with Bob Deutsch, who's an awesome attorney. And we got #1 this year, so it was a great honor.
Not only do you have the cowgirl thing going on, but you're a 100% women employed and owned firm.
Yes, we are. I'm the only owner, but all the attorneys and staff at this point in time are women. We have had men in the past, and ironically, they all left to follow their wives somewhere else. We are interviewing right now. We're interviewing men and women, so I don't know that we'll always be all women, but it has worked out well, and they're the people who have been hired, best candidate for the job so far.
So what else would you like the folks out there to know about Hart Law or Mary Hart?
Well, we take their issues very seriously, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. So we're all fun people. We enjoy our jobs for the most part. There's always a bad day here and there. And we really like to help people. And I think the ideal client that we would like are people who understand and value our services, who know that they don't know what they don't know, and realize that if they can't afford to prevent the legal problem, how do they afford the legal problem itself? So I would love to have clients who are proactive in their legal matters, because it's much easier to help them if we can help them up front than try to fix a problem that they got into because they didn't know what they didn't know.
So how should they contact Hart Law Group? What's the best way?
Well, they can either find us on the web at thehartlawgroup.com, or they can call our office at 828-271-4278, which spells Hart, by the way. I didn't do that. The phone company did that without telling me, but it's 271-4278. 828 area code.
So thanks for coming in, Mary. Really enjoyed learning
Bill.
more about Hart Law Group and Mary Hart today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's been great.
You're welcome.